return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. His first carry. Room here to run. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be caught by Mooney. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now from to pass on 2nd down. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. First down. A big time. Play there for the Falcons. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. From the gun, it's Fromm. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jake Fromm, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now here's Ross. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Neal. Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
First quarter with the score Falcons 7, Broncos 0.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
2nd down and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
1st and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw from. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his throw here's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Busts through the tackle. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the slant.
Throwing is from. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. And what's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On 1st down, from forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Broncos 7. Ty Long.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
First down, Denver.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the route.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It's a gain of
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
on the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a toss right side for Breida. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. 30, the 20.
You don't like this!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, We see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now it's Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. That one complete to Joe Reed. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Darnell Mooney. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he is going to have the Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, here's Fromm. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Fromm's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and...
Here's Fromm to throw.
And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series.